Hello everyone, in our refrigeration and air conditioning lecture series. Today we are going to solve a problem on air refrigeration system. So for that I have taken the question paper from the Mumbai University examination of date 28th May 2019. So problem we have taken as question number 2a. The following data refers to simple air refrigeration cycle of 20 tons of refrigeration capacity. The ambient air temperature and pressure is equal to 20 degrees Celsius and 0.8 bar. RAM air pressure is equal to zero point 0.9 bar. Compressor outlet pressure is equal to 3.6 bar. Temperature of air leaving heat exchanger is equal to 60 degrees Celsius. Pressure of air leaving the turbine is equal to 1 bar. Temperature of air leaving the cabin is equal to 27 degrees Celsius. Compressor and turbine efficiency is equal to 80% and 75% respectively. Assume no pressure drop in heat exchanger and isentropic ramming process. Calculate first mass of air circulated per minute, second power required, and third one is COP of refrigeration system. Okay. So to solving this problem, first we write down, or according to the problem, we will first draw a TS diagram for the simple air refrigeration system. So in that we will first denote 1 to 2 process as isentropic ramming process, 2 to 3 is compression process, 2 to 3 dash is isentropic compression process, 3 to 4 is a heat exchanging process or heat rejection process into the heat exchanger. 4 to 5 dash is ideal turbine process or isentropic expansion process. 4 to 5 as actual expansion process, and 5 to 6 is the refrigeration process, or the air cooled air will be supplied from the point number 5 to the cabin outlet pressure. Okay, so according to the given data we will draw a pressure lines as a one ram air input pressure and atmospheric air pressure is 0.8 bar, ram air output pressure is 0.9 bar. Okay, then uh, compressor outlet pressure is 3.6 bar and cabin pressure we have given is 1 bar. So from that we have drawn this figure. Okay, now we have given data, we have given the capacity of the refrigeration system or the load. The refrigeration capacity is Q is equal to 20 tons of refrigeration. Temperature at atmospheric condition T1 is equal to 20 degrees Celsius, that means 293 Kelvin. Pressure is 0.8 bar at corresponding point atmospheric air. P2 is a isentropic so P2 is outlet of ram pressure is equal to 0.9 bar, and T4 we have given the after heat removal from the air, the point number 4 as outlet of heat exchanger. The temperature we have given is 60 degrees Celsius is equal to 333 Kelvin. Then we have given there is no pressure loss into the heat exchanger, that means P3 temperature is same as equal to P4 temperature. So P3 is equal to P4 is equal to 3.6 bar. So this is compressor outlet pressure. We have given compressor efficiency is equal to 0.8, that means 80%, and turbine efficiency we have given 75%. So the efficiency eta T is equal to 0.75, and the cabin outlet temperature as T6 is equal to 27 degrees Celsius, this is equal to 300 Kelvin. We have to find out mass flow rate of air, then power delivered to the compressor, and third one COP of refrigeration system. Okay, so we will solve this. So for that we will start for first from ramming process. So from the ramming process we have given the point number 1 inlet pressure temperature and ramming outlet pressure, but we have to find out the temperature of T. So for that we are use the isentropic relation. So T2 by T1 is equal to P2 by P1 raised to gamma minus 1 upon gamma. So here gamma is the index of air and it has value is gamma is equal to 1.4. So 1.4 minus 1 0.4 divided by gamma is 1.4. After substituting values we are getting the temperature of point number 2. T2 is equal to 293 multiply with the pressure ratio is 0.9 bar divided by 0.8 bar raised to 0.4 divided by 1.4. After solving this, we are getting the temperature as T2 is equal to 303.03 Kelvin. Now for isentropic compression process, same relation we are taking place. So T3 dash divided by T2 is equal to P3 by P2 raised to gamma minus upon gamma. After substituting values, we are getting T3 dash is equal to 303.03. Pressure ratio is 3.6 divided by 0.9 raised to 0.4 divided by 1.4. So after solving this, we are getting T3 dash temperature, that means ideal outlet temperature of compressor is equal to 450.3 Kelvin. Okay. Now by using a compressor efficiency formula, so we have ideal divided by actual. So for that, ideal temperature difference divided by actual temperature difference. So ideal temperature difference is T3 dash minus T2 divided by T3 minus T2 is equal to, so 80% is the efficiency of compressor, so 0.8 is equal to T3 dash temperature is 450.3 minus T2 temperature is 303.03 divided by T3 minus 303.03 Kelvin. So from that we have to find out the temperature T3, actual temperature of compressor, outlet of the compressor. So T3 is equal to 487.12 Kelvin. Okay. Now next one, isentropic expansion process. Directly we are moving toward the isentropic expansion because we have given the temperature outlet of the heat exchanger. So there is no need to find out the temperature again into the heat exchanger outlet. So directly we will do the isentropic expansion process. So here T4 divided by T5 is equal to P4 divided by P5 raised to gamma minus 1 upon gamma. Again the isentropic relation. Okay. So from that we will find out here T5 dash temperature. So T5 dash temperature is equal to, here T4 temperature is 333 divided by pressure ratio raised to gamma minus 1. So pressure ratio is 3.6 divided by 1. Okay, because 1 is the pressure as cabin pressure. Okay, so after solving this, we are getting T5 dash is equal to 230.94 Kelvin. Okay. Then turbine efficiency in that, here so turbine efficiency formula is equal to actual turbine expansion divided by ideal turbine expansion. So here actual temperature difference of turbine expansion divided by ideal temperature difference of turbine outlet and inlet. So here T5 minus T4 divided by T5 dash minus T4. So we have given the turbine efficiency is 75%. After substituting values, we have to find out the T5 temperature. Minus 333 is a T4 temperature divided by, we have already calculated T5 dash, so 230.94 minus 333. After solving this, we are getting T5 dash T5, so T5 is equal to 256.43 Kelvin. Okay. Now last one, we have already seen in previous problem, the mass of air circulated per minute. We have the formula mass per unit of air is equal to 210 Q divided by Cp multiplied with T6 minus T5. So because here Q means load, and load is actually is the heat, how much rejection process representation process will be takes place. Depend upon that we will find out the mass flow of air. So Q is tons of refrigeration capacity, and mass flow of air multiplied Cp temperature difference of T6 minus T5 indicated as how much refrigeration takes place into the cabin. So from that, in this relation we will find out. So mass flow of air is equal to 210 Q divided by Cp in bracket T6 minus T5. So here we will substitute 210 into 20, because 20 tons of refrigeration is our capacity, divided by Cp is 1.005, multiply with T6 temperature we have already given 300 Kelvin, minus T5 temperature we have already calculated 256.43. After solving this, we are getting mass flow of air in terms of kg per minute is 95.96 kg per minute. That means if you convert it into kg per second is 1.6 kg per second. Then last we will find out the power required during the main compression. So power required, we have calculated the how much heat is required into the compression process. If you divide it, so if you divide that by 60, we are directly getting the power. So P is equal to mass flow of air multiplied with Cp multiplied T3 minus T2. So this is the actual process. So after substituting values, we have mass flow of air is 95.96, multiply with Cp of air is 1.005, multiply with T3 temperature is 487.12, minus T2 is 303.03 Kelvin, divided by 60. After calculating this one, power is 295.9 kilowatt. So this is the value of power. And last one, we will find out the COP of refrigeration system. So COP is equal to, it is the ratio of refrigeration effect divided by power delivered to the compressor. So from that we will find out the COP. So COP is equal to 210 Q divided by 60 into P is equal to 210 into 20 divided by 60 multiplied with 295.9. After solving this, we are getting the COP is equal to 0.2365. So this is the value. Okay, thank you.